Boruto awakened the Rinnegan after the time skip, a power that places him on another level. This Rinnegan allows Boruto to face villains like Jura, Hidari, and other Otsutsukis. And the most intriguing part is that he already awakened it, and no one noticed, even though it was right in front of us. With so many changes happening, it seems that fans have been distracted, and the most obvious and probably coolest thing in the world went unnoticed. Boruto is caught up in a whirlwind of events. As before the time skip, the last time we saw him was fighting Kawaki and receiving the scar on his eye. After that, he became the villain accused of killing Naruto and Hinata using omnipotence. Because of this, Boruto had to leave the village to train with Sasuke. During this period, Sasuke taught Boruto everything he could, to the point of saying that he had nothing more to teach him. Boruto is like a sponge in that way, that quickly absorbs everything thrown his way. He is a true prodigy. Sasuke mentioned that all was left for Boruto was to improve on what he had learned. About 2 years after the two left for the training session, they were attacked by Code and some mini Jubies. At that moment, Sasuke sacrificed himself, transforming into a tree, so Boruto could escape. After this event, Boruto met Kashin Koji, which was a great help because Boruto also trained with Koji. We didn't have this confirmation before, but the Boruto website confirmed it by publishing a post in its power database. In the official website post, it mentions that Boruto, with Kashin Koji's help, developed a jutsu similar to Hiraishin. It's not exactly the same jutsu. It has some different characteristics, but Boruto still calls it Hiraishin. So in that way, I guess it is and isn't Hiraishin, right? After all this training, Boruto became extremely powerful, arriving in full force in defeating Code, Mitsuki, Kawaki, and challenging the Shinjus. This advancement is due to the special training that Boruto received, which granted him incredible swordsmanship, enhanced his taijutsu, and even allowed the creation of a new Rinnegan. This Rinnegan completely innovated the known concepts, as it absorbs energy from the planet's rotation. And here's a spoiler: this Rinnegan might be directly linked to the Rinnegan. All this training and evolution have elevated Boruto to an extraordinary level of power, being considered on the same tier or similar to other ninja legends like Naruto, Sasuke, Hashirama, and Madara. So you tell me, do you think Boruto is on the same level, or has even maybe surpassed some of these legends? Some of the powers that Boruto will gain with his new Rinnegan include enhancement of the user's physical abilities and chakra potency, ability to visualize chakra and see through energy barriers, ease in mastering any jutsu and the 5 nature transformations, creation of black receivers with the ability to suppress and receive chakra, control of attractive and repulsive forces known as the Diva Path of Pain, mechanical alteration of the user's body known as the Asura Path of Pain, extraction of information and likewise the soul from other people, known as the Human Path, summoning of special creatures known as the Animal Path, chakra absorption known as the Preta Path, summoning of the King of Hell known as the Naraka Path, control of dead bodies through black chakra receivers, creation of chakra chains that can imprison tailed beasts, summoning the demonic statue of the Outer Path. In addition to special powers that each Rinnegan grants its user, a great example is Sasuke's Rinnegan, which has Amino Tijikara, an ability that allows him to swap places with objects or living beings. This was extremely useful in various fights. Boruto's Rinnegan also has special powers, being the same Rinnegan that Momoshiki possessed. Momoshiki's Rinnegan had some peculiar abilities, such as absorbing jutsus with one hand and returning them with much greater power with the other, an incredibly powerful ability. Additionally, he could transform targets into chakra pills to increase his powers. Another interesting power that Momoshiki demonstrated was the creation of a giant golem capable of rivaling Kurama and Susanoo. It seems that this jutsu came with the Rinnegan, expanding the power of nature chakra manipulation. There is a possibility that Boruto has already awakened this Rinnegan. One indication is the Rasengan Uzuhiko, which has a peculiar characteristic when used. It utilizes the Earth's rotational energy. The question is, how did Boruto absorb the Earth's rotational energy and implement it in a Rasengan? The answer lies in the Rinnegan. Although we thought Momoshiki's Rinnegan only absorbed chakra, Boruto might have learned to use this Rinnegan efficiently. This would be a plausible explanation for the spiraling power of Uzuhiko. While reflecting on this topic, I thought, each Rinnegan has a special power. So will Boruto's Rinnegan have the same power as Momoshiki's? It's not guaranteed. Let's look at the example of Hagoromo, who gave his power, and Sasuke awakened the Rinnegan. Theoretically, Sasuke should have the same powers as Hagoromo's Rinnegan, but he awakened Amino Tijikara and the ability to open dimensional portals. For those wondering if Boruto will really awaken the Rinnegan, just look at Kawaki and his karma, where he masters Ishiki's dojutsu. Why does Kawaki master the dojutsu and Boruto does not? It doesn't really make sense, right? It's certain that Boruto will also master his Otsutsuki's dojutsu. There is a hint that Boruto has already awakened his Rinnegan in one of his hands, which is precisely the glove he wears on his left hand. Guys, have you seen someone walk around wearing a sandal and a sock on just one foot? If that person isn't crazy, there's no reason to do that, right? So why does Boruto wear a glove on only one hand? There's no explanation other than the Rinnegan. He might be hiding the Rinnegan because he prefers not to use an Otsutsuki power, or because he doesn't want anyone to see the power. There's also the possibility that it's to protect this eye. After all, the hand isn't the most comfortable place in the world. It's very easy for something to get in it. I know some people might be thinking, oh, that glove is for Boruto to hold his sword. But no, if you look closely, he holds the sword with the other hand, so that answer just doesn't hold weight. There also might be the argument that the glove is just for style, but if we look at an image from Boruto's training, he already had this new style but without the glove. So the explanation might be, during the time after the training, Boruto awakened the Rinnegan in his left hand. Another point worth mentioning is that we saw Boruto concerned about his hand in Orochimaru's hideout. It could be that the Rinnegan is also manifesting in his right hand, given his evident discomfort. It's possible that Boruto is worried about this manifestation of the Rinnegan, considering it is Momoshiki's power. He might fear the return of Momoshiki, or the loss of his human essence. In addition to the Rinnegan, Boruto might awaken Momoshiki's Byakugan, which is an extremely powerful Byakugan as Momoshiki can have visions of the future. We also have the Jogan, which Boruto seems to have inherited or awakened. However, it doesn't seem that Boruto has mastered the Jogan yet. The issue is that Boruto might possess 3 dojutsus. I know it sounds like an exaggeration, but the facts are the facts. And the most interesting part is that these new powers of Boruto can completely change the game in the Naruto and Boruto universe. With the Rinnegan and possibly other dojutsus, Boruto is not just a talented ninja, he is becoming the stuff of legend, capable of shaping the future of the entire shinobi world. Remember, all these theories are based on the information we have so far. The world of Boruto is constantly evolving and new revelations can appear at any moment. So stay tuned and keep questioning and exploring the possibilities. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel and activate notifications so you don't miss any details about Boruto in the vast Naruto universe. What are your theories? Has Boruto surpassed the previous legends? Share your ideas in the comments below. And for more content like this, check out the other videos appearing on the screen now. Until next time guys, stay strong and keep following your ninja way.